Oneness by Rasha. Condensed by Crispy. Chapter 33. Detaching from the details of the illusion and attaining the vantage point of the witness. One of the most revealing phases of awakening is discovering the subtle ways your shadow ego deceives you. You begin to see the false characters you have been playing, not with condemnation, but with curiosity. It can feel as though two presences or more occupy the same space, one performing familiar reactions, the other watching with quiet fascination. This is achieved through meditation, the witness perspective, witnessing the thoughts. Patterns, once automatic, become visible in real time. You hear yourself saying one thing while intending another. You recognize how easily you rationalize small betrayals of your own standards. The clever explanations no longer convince you. You see the breach of trust clearly, not as moral failure, but as misalignment. You know what your highest choice would be in every situation. The issue is rarely ignorance. It is testing your own boundaries, as if you could outwit yourself. Yet you cannot escape the consequences of choices you consciously make. There are no universal laws imposed from above. Only the standards you have set and the energetic results that follow. When you violate your own clarity and then cast yourself as a victim of circumstance, you reinforce separation. But when you own your choice fully, even the imperfect ones, the charge dissipates. You are not at the mercy of cravings or impulses or any external force. You are the one choosing. You are the one creating your life. Conscious choice changes the vibration of any situation. If you sometimes break your own rules, do so without self-loathing. Savor it. Take responsibility. The difference lies in whether you act from shame or from presence. Shame tightens the illusion and keeps it in place. Awareness and observation without blame loosens the ties that bind. As detachment deepens, especially with meditation, you begin to sense the witness, the awareness, observing the thoughts of the persona you constructed. You see the survival strategies, the rehearsed reactions, the script you wrote to navigate a particular life terrain, and you realize the persona is a creation. It is not the creator. Your circumstances reflect the expectations embedded in that identity. The more you observe the choreography around you, the less compelled you feel to repeat it. You can keep dancing the same steps to the same old songs indefinitely, or you can step out of the automatic rhythm and see that you are both the dancer and the choreographer. The pivotal question arises naturally. If you can observe the character, who is the observer? That inquiry marks the beginning of true transcendence into non-duality and oneness. For the one who watches is not entangled in the performance. The awareness simply is. Who you are is not the sum total of what you have done. Persona and ego rest on doing. Being rests in awareness. In that center, untouched by judgment or unworthiness, there is quiet joy, a calm like the eye of a storm. The drama swirls around externally, but the core remains undisturbed, witnessing. This calm center becomes your refuge. You carry it into turbulent circumstances and find that events no longer penetrate the same way. You begin to float above reactions that once engulfed you. The witness perspective stabilizes. This realization cannot be purchased through obedience, rituals, or suffering. It is not granted by authority. It can only be discovered within, sometimes glimpsed briefly, then lost again. Illumination flashes, recedes, returns, and eventually it remains. From this vantage point, your past becomes an archive rather than a series of wounds and happy birthdays. You revisit old episodes without emotional distortion. Memory, with the perspective of the observer, clarifies. The gift hidden within each trauma reveals itself. Gratitude replaces victimhood. There is no self-recrimination from the witness state. All things unfolded as they needed to. You wrote vivid passages so you could know them fully. The poignancy and the pain was intentional. The clarity of this observer perspective becomes something you can offer others, not as a doctrine, but as a lived inner standing. When you speak now, it is from experience. You have watched your own reruns with open eyes and an open heart. After such intensity, a pause arrives. Not an ending, but a plateau, a space to integrate. Emotional debris has cleared. The observer perspective is sharp. Here, decisions form that change the direction of your life. The impulse to shed what no longer aligns becomes natural. What once felt essential reveals itself as unnecessary. The shadow ego clings to the past and its wounds because familiar illusion holds comfort. Many people glimpse reality briefly, yet return to their known addictions. True metamorphosis requires functioning without addictions. Addictions to people, places, activities, substances, and emotional holding patterns. Manifestation becomes transparent at this stage. When obligation overrides desire, conflict embeds itself in the results. Choices must reflect authentic intent, not accommodation to others' expectations. You will withdraw from manipulative people and situational dynamics that do not serve your higher vibration intentions. Accusations of aloofness or spiritual bypassing may be shouted at you. Observe, acknowledge, give thanks, and remain detached. Your sensitivity increases as it is supposed to, but you no longer yield to tactics that once entangled you in conflict. As the attachment to seeking approval dissolves, your energy becomes free. For some, this release is gradual. For others, sudden and dramatic. Either way, the dominant theme becomes simplification and alignment with inner joy. Self-love emerges not as vanity, but as expanded self-perception. The narrow, linear identity of the shadow ego persona fades to the background. In its place arises awareness unbound by time and place. This milestone, often called enlightenment, is not an end point. It is a scenic overlook on a longer ascent. You pause, breathe, take in the view. Then you continue. Chop wood, carry water. Even when the vision is temporarily obscured by the winding road ahead, you remember the purpose. You know what waits beyond the bend, and the terrain that once seemed formidable begins to feel like a dream from which you are waking up. Chapter 34. Sourcing Inner Guidance. The crossroads as a gateway to the place within, and declining the invitation of psychic dependency. Wisdom is the sometimes elusive essence that has always been sought because it feels half remembered. When you entered form with identity, this body in which you now reside, you agreed to forget the full awareness of your divine sovereignty. What remained was a quiet sense that something deeper underlies existence, a knowingness sensed but not grasped. That wisdom, that knowingness, was never gone. You simply denied yourself conscious access to it, so that rediscovery could be chosen, not assumed, and would feel so rewarding. Now, as illusion unravels, flashes of that inner knowing surface. What feels like sudden intuition is the resurfacing of what has always been present. As reliance on linear 3D ego-based limitation and separation loosens, these insights grow clearer. Experience teaches you they can be trusted. These insights are real. True wisdom does not come from deferring your power to others. Any guidance offered by psychics, seers, channelers, or spiritual intermediaries is filtered through their individual consciousness. At best, it reflects one possible outcome among many. Your free will choices change future probabilities instantly. To rely on and depend on someone else's vision is to affirm that you don't know what you're doing. Additionally, disincarnate beings, however well-intentioned, are not automatically enlightened. Non-physicality does not equal all-knowingness. Many disincarnate entities who populate the lower astral realms remain entangled in their own unfinished narratives created by their shadow egos. They wish to control by fear. Even strictly benevolent guides cannot live your life for you or make your choices without violating the very purpose of your incarnation, free will. Their role, if they are authentically of the light, is to nudge you toward your own inner knowing, not replace it. At critical crossroads, silence serves you best. True guidance arises beyond thought, not as words, but as clarity. A moment of truth is not a call for rescue. It is an invitation to trust what emerges from within. Urgency and stress and fear signal misalignment. When your choices seem to be compelled by anxiety to quickly decide, step back. Breathe. Stillness reveals more than force ever will. The answers you seek do not originate in the logical accumulation of more information required by your left brain. The answers you seek will be provided by your right mind when you quiet the shadow ego. All external dilemmas are less important than the inner shift they provoke. Ultimately, the question and its answer are vehicles guiding you toward unconditional trust in your own inner direction. There are no wrong answers, but choices made in fear produce results shaped by fear. Choices made in loving presence attract your highest timeline. External advice fosters dependency if treated as authority and if sought out before one seeks their own inner truth. The real aim is not the correct outcome, but the recognition of the source from which clarity arises. And that source is within. As awakening deepens, moments of complete knowing emerge. In those moments, seeking and questions end. Presence itself contains all answers. This state may come in increments, but its return grows more frequent as transformation and ascension accelerates. The dilemmas you face are symbolic. They are metaphors to test your willingness to rely on your own inner awareness. You bring yourself to the edge deliberately. Freedom does not live in someone else's map. It lives in stepping beyond uncertainty and trusting your inner compass. Chapter 35, Awakening to the realization that this is not the same world you were born in, and facing radical global change without fear. Distance yourself from the noise of daily life and notice what changes in your senses. They are no longer reporting the world in the same way. Subtlety has intensified. A flower is no longer a simple object. It is fragrance, texture, color, depth, divine life itself. Vision sharpens. Color brightens. Reality feels layered, almost multi-dimensional. You begin to realize that although the scenery looks familiar, your perception of it has transformed. These changes once unfolded gradually, but now they occur with moment-to-moment awareness. When you release the impulse to control or dismiss these perceptions, it becomes clear that you are not standing in quite the same reality you once occupied. At first, attention may fix upon the breakdown of external structures that once defined certainty. Government and banking systems are being strained to their breaking point. Explanations of why falter and have no real meaning. Those who respond with fear feel more turbulence, creating more fear and strengthening the illusion of separation. Those who surrender to the process find themselves carried rather than consumed. The ability to relinquish control becomes the stabilizing force. Uncertainty marks these times by necessity. 3D linear time frameworks cannot explain emerging phenomena. Yet, what appears to contradict former understanding does not invalidate it, it simply broadens it. The old rules described a previous configuration of reality. You have moved beyond that understanding. The setting looks similar, but the underlying mechanics have changed. You may notice new capacities where limitations once stood. What once seemed miraculous becomes ordinary. This acceleration of awakening is no longer confined to a few rare and special people. Many, many, many people sense that something fundamental is shifting, and they feel it within. Even those who were previously not inclined toward spiritual language acknowledge that everything feels different. How one responds determines their experience. Resistance intensifies friction. Openness reveals possibility. Shared recognition of the changes we are in unites people. As more people acknowledge their inner and outer shifts, conversations once whispered become natural. The fear of being an anomaly dissolves. These experiences are becoming more and more common. Old fears may continue to surface, the echoes of times when spiritual perception carried danger. Those fears can now be released. Systems built on fear and control lose their grip as awareness expands. Joy begins to surface without obvious cause, a simple rapture in being alive. This is available to all who are open to it. Guidance appears when needed. Openness determines depth of perception. Ultimately, the movement is toward surrender, toward the recognition of oneness with all creation. Many now stand at the threshold of that awareness. Those who are comfortable there at this threshold naturally become examples for others, not through superiority, but through sharing their experiences with empathy and clarity. There is no failure in this process. There is only exploration. Infinite variations of experience unfold along the way. The thrill lies in remembering what has always been true, again and again. We are one. Chapter 36. Being nowhere, nothing, no one, here, now. Where have you been going? Nowhere. The path you once believed would lead you somewhere special, materially or spiritually, cannot take you beyond where you already are. The moment you imagine a destination just beyond the horizon, you displace yourself from the only place that exists here. Transferring ambition for worldly success to spiritual attainment changes nothing if the striving remains. As long as you believe you lack something, whether financial or spiritual, and must reach forward to get it, you sustain the illusion of separation. You postpone arrival of oneness by insisting it lies elsewhere. Yet there is nowhere else. The destination is not ahead. It is this moment perceived clearly. This now moment is not a stepping stone to something better. It is the precise reflection of your beliefs, attitudes, and intentions. It is the culmination of all prior moments. If you deny the perfection of this now moment, you perpetuate a futile search. If you accept it fully, striving ceases. Arrival is not a future event. It is recognition here and now. The invitation is to stop, to be still. In that stillness, nothing appears as you expected. No grand spectacle, no cosmic reward or gold stickers, no completion, no attainment reward. All such expectations belong to the shadow ego. In the true stillness of the now moment, there is nothing to acquire because nothing is missing. The desire to have or get dissolves. Without a sense of lack or need, there is no pursuit, only peace. In that nothingness, that no thingness. Everything is present. Nothing more could possibly be added. Nothing else is required. And who are you there? Not the identity or persona or self you carry through the world, and not an improved or enlightened version of you. In that infinite stillness, there is no one to be. Identity cannot exist where nothing is separate. All that remains is awareness, without object, without contrast. Who experiences that awareness? Not the personality, not the thinker, not the shadow ego, not the spiritual ego. In that state, there is no one to claim it. There is only awareness itself, self-existent, undivided. No one, and yet all. In stepping beyond past and future, you encounter the eternal now. In the shadow ego's illusion of separation, you cling to memory and worry about the future. In stillness, there is only presence now. Awareness recognizes itself as that presence. From that awareness, you may re-enter the world of form, but with detachment. You see the illusion without being bound by it. The here and now of daily life becomes an expression of the same isness you touched in the stillness. The illusion that most people live in is not separate from reality. It is just their individual expression of a version of it. It is everywhere and nowhere, everything and nothing. And when identity, the ego, the persona, loosens its grip, you recognize that what you sought was here all along. It was the now, always and forever becoming. Chapter 37, the significance of conflict resolution without compromise, and the vibrational foundation for peace and harmony, both interpersonally and globally. The ground beneath your world is not merely trembling, it is being recast. The architecture of what you call reality is recalibrating itself to harmonize with a higher timeline. And as the vibration rises, structures built on dense foundations of lies cannot hold. What seemed immovable shudders and cracks. What felt permanent fractures. You look around and wonder what has gone wrong. Nothing has gone wrong. The systems that once organized your society were constructed from agreements created through fear and the unhealthy use of the lower 3 chakras. As consciousness lifts into the heart chakra, those blueprints no longer fit the emerging design. The collective mind, which is nothing more than the sum of each awakening heart, withdraws the thought forms that once sustained repression and control. And without energetic consent, power structures wither and disappear. Governments shift, economies falter, spiritual hierarchies dissolve. The false light gets exposed and runs away. What previously fed on compliance finds itself starved of attention. This is not collapse for its own sake. It is the shedding of skins that no longer breathe. To those still anchored in fear, the upheaval appears catastrophic. To those who feel the rising tide beneath their feet, it is momentum. The tighter one grips the past, the more violently their fingers must be pried loose. You are not victims of this transformation. You are its initiators. The tremors in the collective reflect the liberation occurring within you. Your life circumstances respond to the ease or friction with which you meet change. And many watch not for answers, but for some degree of stability. You did not awaken accidentally. You chose to be reborn into this timeline, to witness the unraveling of falsehoods and to refuse its continuation. You are a systems buster. Yet the invitation is not to wage war against the machine. Confrontation only strengthens polarity and separation. Conflict is the shadow ego. Peace is the soul. True evolution occurs when you refuse to energize old patterns, even as they flare in protest. This applies most intimately in your relationships with those whom you are most intimate. Agreements once spoken with certainty may dissolve overnight. Priorities pivot. Bonds break. what once flowed effortlessly begins to feel forced. This is not betrayal, it is growth. Energy that aligned for a certain reason may no longer align. To cling in the name of loyalty or some type of peace is to deny the living truth of the present moment. Compassionate release honors what was without imprisoning what is. So-called peace achieved through compromise of inner truth is not peace at all. It is merely delayed conflict. Many of the intensities surfacing now carry karmic undertones, echoes across timelines, dimensions, and lifetimes. What reactions flare between people may be energy resolving from layers unseen. Treat all situations as energy. Refuse the shadow ego's bait of retaliation. What is asking to be discharged does not require you to strike back in return. All around the world and within your own heart, the same dynamic is unfolding. The ancient spell of might makes right that has sustained separation, fear, and attack is now seen as false. The urge to dominate, to assert will over another, is the shadow ego defending its imagined territory. But oneness and ascension and enlightenment and self-actualization cannot be experienced through force. For peace to manifest collectively, it must be embodied personally. When conflict arises in your own life, look first beneath your own position. What fear anchors it? What is the need to control? What do you need to defend? Beneath the shield of righteousness often lies the dread of being overpowered, so you fight back, which is still victimhood. Authentic harmony does not emerge from negotiated suppression. It arises when each party stands firmly in truth without seeking to diminish the other. When egos relax, new possibilities appear, some that neither side anticipated, but both can embody without losing dignity. Energy denied or suppressed does not vanish. It returns in new forms, often amplified. Energy transformed dissolves. This is as true in global politics as it is in private relationships. Your world is a magnified mirror of collective consciousness. To shift the macrocosm, you must alter the microcosm. Each encounter where you choose integrity over domination, curiosity over accusation, surrender over control, sends a peaceful ripple outward. One conflict transmuted within you alters the field around you. If each person raised their vibrations into their heart chakras, the peace they would evoke would become global, and oneness would no longer be merely an idea. It would be the way you breathe. Chapter 38. Integrating the fragmented aspects of your identity through the path of emotion, and poignant episodes with key players as catalyst for wholeness. New horizons do not arrive with trumpets blaring. They unfold quietly, like mist lifting from a valley you do not know you were standing in. As you absorb subtler frequencies, the world you once believed immovable begins to soften and shift. What felt carved in stone reveals itself as temporary props on the stage. Things that feel urgent and pressured, like being in a race, are just part of that illusion. No amount of coffee will help. Now you pause and wonder, why am I running a race? You wonder whether you will continue chasing permanence inside a structure built on time, or will you step sideways into the timeless while still embodying your boop, while still embodying your costume. At first this sounds absurd. Then, in a sudden flare of clarity, you see the elaborate seriousness with which you guarded your priorities, and you smile. Something unhooks, loosens, dissolves. The shift is not announced. It is realized, often after it has already happened. You remain in the same body under the same roof, yet you are not the same person. Perception draws from a wider archive, as if multiple strands of your own awareness have braided into one vantage point. Life from that elevated perspective flows differently. Synchronicities increase. Companions appear whose intentions harmonize with your own. even conflict resolves with a curious grace, as though the path of least resistance reveals itself by magic. Looking back, you wonder how things ever felt so difficult. But of course, not everyone you meet resonates at your current level. Though they stand before you in familiar form, you may encounter only a fragment of their larger essence. Reactions feel misplaced. Bonds feel altered. Do not judge, but heighten your discernment and trust your instincts. Just as you have shifted, so are they, though not necessarily in parallel. Patience is required while energies recalibrate. Some encounters will be catalytic, fierce, volatile, bewildering, especially with those you love most deeply. These are not regressions. They are birth pangs. What erupts between you may be the release of ancient emotional charges, resentment, grief, guilt, shame, and blame long buried in the undercurrent of connections between souls. When such emotion surges, the surface story matters less than the energy seeking liberation. Let it rise, let it speak, let it dissolve. You've got to feel it to heal it. In these confrontations, when one retains the observer perspective, you are not enemies, but midwives. Each provokes the other into reclaiming disowned fragments of self. The outrage you feel may reveal a forgotten wound. The intensity you recoil from may conceal a missing piece of your own wholeness. When the dust settles, you will see that what seemed like a break or a fracture was actually integration that has made you stronger. Those who have played the most intense roles in your life have worn many masks across dimensions and lifetimes. Lover, adversary, parent, child, friend, challenger. You have all taken turns awakening one another through joy and through fire. Now, as transformation crescendos, nothing remains hidden. Every suppressed thread surfaces for recognition. These are not detours from ascension. They are the path itself. At times you may be startled by the depth of feeling that still lives within you. You may have believed that higher awareness would grant immunity from turbulence. Instead, it grants permission for the full spectrum of human emotion. The exaltation and the discord are equally sacred. Both lead to unification. You are not shedding your humanness to ascend, you are embracing it. Every face, every voice, every forgotten echo, so that nothing remains excluded from the whole. And as these waves crest and fall, you realize something else. You are not steering the vessel. You are not the captain of the ship. You are not the first mate, and you are not the passenger. You are the ocean. Chapter 39, Finding God. From the first flicker of self-awareness as an eternal soul incarnate in a physical body, you have been searching for the meaning to your existence. You have looked deeply into every conceivable crevice and looked far out into the stars to ponder the vastness of the infinite cosmos. You have scrutinized the spiritual wisdom that was forthcoming from those who believed themselves to be knowledgeable about such matters. And you followed their instructions religiously in lifetime after lifetime, hoping that somehow you would emerge at the end of your studies with the answer, hoping that somewhere at the end of the corridor a door would open and the magical solution would be waiting. But every answer dissolved into a deeper question. Every revelation widened the horizon. The mind, the ego, insatiable and brilliant, only refined its hunger. And now you find yourself here. Something is different this time. Not because the questions have been answered, but because you have grown tired of asking them. There is a quiet weariness in circling the perimeter of a mystery that refuses to be captured. You sense finally that what you seek does not live out there, nor does it live inside your mind. No accumulation of facts and understanding will deliver it. No philosophy can contain it. No religion can describe it. Because you cannot arrive at a place from which you have never departed. You can only be here now. In this moment, you will not find a distant God sitting on a throne, waiting behind the veil to smile upon you. You will will not find a final formula that quiets the infinite questions. You will not find wisdom as an object to possess. You will find yourself, Godshiousness. And through surrender, you will taste something unmistakable. Not knowledge, not doctrine, but simple awareness. The essence you sought has always been the one who was seeking. The experience of divine connectedness in oneness is not achieved like crossing a finish line. It is remembered. It is allowed. It is tasted in the stillness between questions, the space between thoughts. It is felt in the center of the storm, that silent I you have stumbled into before, fleetingly, unexpectedly. You have been here many times over the eons. Often you have brushed up against this gateway and slid past it, turned away by a thought, distracted by the next concept, the next teacher, the next lifetime. You believed enlightenment would be so monumental that finding God would thunder to your very core, that truth would arrive clothed in glowing grandeur. At least, that's how they painted their pictures for hundreds and hundreds of years. Instead, oneness is disarmingly simple. The complexity and the effort was the illusion. The striving and the craving was what held you back. The belief that it was so difficult and elusive is what kept you circling through the ages, determined that this time you would solve it. And now you see there was no riddle. There was no place to get to. There was no missing piece of the puzzle. This time you do not solve it. This time you stop. And in stopping, you know. Not because you have finally gathered enough wisdom, but because you are fully present in the experience of being what you were seeking. Chapter 40. The quickening. Emerging in awareness as the full composite of your memories of life experience. bridging two worlds at the interdimensional threshold. There comes a moment for many just before the threshold when hesitation rises like a mist. You have studied the map over and over. You have practiced the teachings. You have rehearsed surrender in theory. But when the current truly begins to lift you, when the air thins and the pulse quickens, doubt whispers, "Is this real? Am I ready?" Doubt is the shadow ego. Don't judge it. Embodiment is not intellectual. As vibration intensifies, you may feel strangely untethered, detached from the mundane script that once consumed your awareness. At the same time, a causeless contentment hums beneath everything. You float through the day's events without clinging to outcome, sleeping well each night. Cause and effect behave differently now. What you may previously have expected to unfold may never appear. What you don't know you consciously planned may blossom. Linear logic loses its authority. This disorientation is not regression, it is recalibration. During this transitional time, life may appear to test you with theatrical exaggeration. People arise and situations are created to press your buttons. You can choose whether you press them or not. Patterns are repeated. Irritation hovers on the edge. The true test is not what happens, it's how you respond. If you react from ego, the lesson comes back again, tougher next time. When you witness without emotional or psychological involvement, the energy dissipates. Then suddenly the lessons stop coming back. Circumstances may still swirl around you, yet your inner eye of the storm remains calm. Those old irritants that once ignited your fire barely flicker beneath the surface. This stage is sometimes filled with seeming contradictions. Exalted connectedness one day and improbable bad luck the next. It feels absurd while it unfolds, but later you laugh. For what was actually dissolving were the final residues of reactivity, the last hooks binding you to 3D linear ego-based density. At some point, the shift becomes undeniable and unstoppable for more and more people. They no longer wonder if it's merely imagination. You no longer ask whether you have crossed a threshold. You simply know. The world remains largely the same faces, the same buildings, yet you move through it differently. Others respond differently. The old adversarial scripts no longer activate because you are no longer broadcasting the signal that summoned them. It feels as though you inhabit two realities at once, and you do. In truth, your subtler bodies have already entered the higher octave. Consciousness expands there first, while your awareness continues to operate here. Gradually the two merge. You begin reacting from a vantage point that feels both intimate and vast, as though another, wiser presence is looking out through your eyes, and you realize you are not reacting, you are responding. Life softens. For some, this plateau lasts the remainder of the physical lifetime, an exalted but embodied existence. For others, it prepares the ground for a fuller merger at another now. Either way, it is a resting ledge on the mountainside, a place to breathe, to observe, to allow joy to be experienced. The higher aspect of your being, which you could call your soul, the one who nudges you at crossroads, who warns you of danger, who embraces without contradiction, does not reject the shadows. It integrates them. There are no skeletons in closets in Ascension. There are no sealed off rooms. There is nothing hidden in the basement. Every fragment must be welcomed home. It took a cast of thousands to produce this epic story. Across timelines and dimensions, you have played every role. Now those fragments converge. The you who listens to these words, the you who remembers your missteps, and the you who watches from the higher octave are not separate. They are merging, and as they do, the ancient question arises once more, who am I? But this time not as a puzzled plea for rescue, but as a living, expanding mystery, infinitely more wondrous than any answer could contain. Chapter 41, merging with the divinity within. liberation from the need for validation. Embracing the state of divine indifference and detachment from the mundane world. Awakening does not begin where you once thought it did. You may have spoken about it for years, studied it, taught it, anticipated it as a dramatic ignition point. Yet the deeper awakening arrives quietly, well after the journey is underway. It is less a trumpet blast and more an inner door opening, a warmth, a pulse, a subtle aliveness that was not noticed before. You awaken not from a sleep or a dream, but from denial. Suddenly you see the blinders that everyone is wearing. You see the reflex to blame. You see the hunger to be right. You see the instinct to defend. You see how easily intimacy becomes conflict. How quickly misunderstanding hardens into mistrust. Recognize a world that armors itself against pain by distancing itself from everything. And you realize it's all illusion. And then something startling occurs. The mask you spent a lifetime crafting begins to feel foreign on your face. The stances you clung to, the values you shouted about, the reflexive postures just no longer matter. It is as though another presence has taken up residence in your body. The reactions that once defined you dissolve mid-gesture. Pretenses fall without ceremony. The mask is too tight, so you shed some skin. The temptation is to discard the mask, to denounce the old identity and walk away clean. But ascension is not erasure, it is integration. The higher aspects of your being are not waiting for a purified fragment. They are waiting for the whole of you, including those things you regret. You must reach a state of unconditional forgiveness for yourself, which leads directly to unconditional love for yourself and eventually all humanity. Oneness does not exclude your history, it requires it. You may have altered your name, your relationships, your profession, your location, and you may do so again. None of that is the essential change. The real shift is interior and needs no witness or label. It is a recognition so intimate that external validation becomes irrelevant. you have touched the timeless. The divine you once imagined as distant reveals itself as your own core. The dimensions you sought to bridge are not elsewhere, they are layered within you. The past lives, the future selves, the guides, the watchers, all housed in the same sacred center of you. Nothing has entered you, nothing has descended from above. What you feel as so new has never left. It is who you are, sovereign divinity. And when that heart chakra expansion is experienced, even once, it cannot be erased. The ego mind may doubt it ever happened, and you may minimize it, but the knowingness remains. It resurfaces at unexpected and unguarded moments. There is no sense of urgency. Oneness is not watching some clock and waiting for you to pick up the phone. Whether you embrace your fullness now or in another lifetime is irrelevant to eternity. The invitation is always open. Unconditional love always remains unchanged, including the condition of time. And yet, from this very recognition of an opened heart chakra, a new plateau emerges. You can clearly see the terrain you have crossed, the doubt you have left behind. Complexity loosens its grip. All the heavy rocks taken out of the backpack. The journey ahead is no longer external, it turns inward. Politics, social dramas, wars, scandals, upheavals, they all lose their interest. Not from apathy, but from a higher perspective. You begin to see that every encounter is merely energy offering itself for engagement. You may choose to taste it or not. There is no inherent meaning in any of it. It is all merely energy vibrating and choice. As non-reaction becomes natural, freedom expands. You have not left the world. You have withdrawn your investment in its turbulence. You have taken up residence within yourself. The magnetism that once summoned adversaries is gone. The cornerstone of material identity, the compulsion to define yourself by comparing against others, is gone. And in the quiet that follows, the divine child within you asks the familiar question, "Are we there yet?" This time the question carries a smile, for you know something profound. There is nowhere to arrive. You have simply come home to the place that was always here. Chapter 42, the concept of harmony and the essence of difference that sustains it, and how the heaven on earth of prophecy will come to be. Harmony begins as a curiosity. After lifetimes steeped in contrast, its steadiness feels almost novel, something to examine, to test. Then you notice it is not passing away. It is not mood-based. It is consistent. And you realize another threshold has been crossed. What has shifted is simple yet immense. All possibilities are open. The constraints that were once defined as impossible or unrealistic have dissolved. The determining factor is no longer circumstances, but choice. With that recognition comes a sobering clarity. If the world is saying, "Yes, go ahead," then what truly do you want? For many, that answer evolves over time. Personal gain loses urgency. The axis tilts toward contribution, toward work that benefits the whole rather than fortifies the individual. And not from moral obligation, but from expanded vision. One understands that personal well-being is sustained naturally when aligned with purpose. Service does not require poverty. Abundance is not forfeited when one dedicates their life to humanity or to the restoration of balance with nature. Scarcity is born of fear. When intent is rooted in trust and alignment, provision follows without strain. There is no spiritual tax to be paid. Self-sacrifice and martyrdom, when adopted as performance, are merely separation and fear in disguise. There is no external judge demanding austerity. There is no auditor tallying your bank account versus your spiritual growth. If deprivation is chosen, it is chosen. It is not required. Oneness is not impressed by denial. Oneness is expressed through authenticity. The essential question is not what you do, but why you do it. When action arises from recognition of unity, that helping another is helping the self, harmony deepens. Not because you are elevating others, but because you are acknowledging shared essence. From here, joy naturally arises. There is no ceiling placed upon your experience, financial or spiritual. You may experience simplicity or splendorous grandeur. You may experience multiple partners or solitude. You may experience global visibility or anonymity. Nothing is better than the other. All are expressions of preference within infinity. When you walk beside another hand in hand, you harmonize frequencies for a time, yet your path remains your own. Growth cannot ever synchronize perfectly between two people, no matter how intimate their bond. You are not responsible for carrying another up the mountain, and they cannot pull you up. And yet, relationship is sacred, and we can help each other because we are one. A companion who challenges you is not obstructing your journey. They are revealing the densities that must surface before deeper resonance can occur. Abrasion polishes. Long-standing relationships that endure turbulence often do so because both parties are invested in rediscovering the connection that first united them. Beneath ego and conflict lies the original taste of unity, the echo of your own divine essence mirrored in another. To recognize self in another does not require sameness. It requires expanded awareness. At the deepest level, you are every human being that has ever lived. Harmony depends upon differences held without collapse. It is the dance of distinct notes creating resonance. And finally, beyond harmony lies something both subtler and much grander: oneness. In oneness, there is no need to reconcile differences, because all differences are understood as variations within the theme. Unity within diversity, and diversity within unity. Self-perception remains. Identity is not erased, but separation dissolves. No fragment was ever lost. No fractal of consciousness dissolved into oblivion. Individual awareness continues, but is now illuminated by shared essence. Unification is experiential. Many will continue exploring form, tasting harmony within contrast. Others will disincarnate and rest in the field of beingness for a while, perceiving themselves as distinct yet inseparable from all life. The drop returning to the wave, returning to the ocean. All are valid expressions of oneness. Karmic compulsion fades. The physical realm remains, but its purpose shifts. No longer arenas for conquest and compensation, they become landscapes for rediscovery, sanctified by awareness rather than scarred by conflict. Fewer souls will elect density when unity is known directly. What you may call heaven on earth is not bestowed from above, it emerges from within. A world radiating peace, love, and harmony is simply consciousness recognizing itself as one. This cannot be done by the intervention of an external deity. It is the flowering of your own divine will harmonized with divine intent. The world changes because you change, just as it was in the beginning, when creation was not imposed, but expressed. And harmony, once a novelty, becomes the atmosphere in which existence breathes. Chapter 43, Viewing Ancient Prophecy about the End Times from a Heightened Perspective. For centuries, these times have been called the End Times. Sages spoke. Prophecies were recorded. interpretations multiplied, and fear, dressed in certainty, took root in the collective imagination. Yet, endings are often not at all what they were predicted to be. Change is undeniable. Structures once considered immovable begin to soften. But to assume that this must culminate in catastrophic annihilation is to read metaphor as literal decree. Transformation is not demolition, it is transmutation. Yet there are realities, vibrationally denser variations of experience, where upheaval manifests in dramatic, even devastating form. But consciousness does not experience all realities at once. You perceive according to resonance. Where your awareness rests determines which world you inhabit. If your vibration has raised, your experience raises with it. What many have called the end times is less about planetary destruction and more about vibrational completion. It is the end of the linear 3D perspective of time based on illusion of separation where people were controlled by fear and lies. Old karmic loops, systems of compensation and repetition, are reaching exhaustion. From a soul perspective, longevity has never been the objective. Fulfillment has. A lifetime that ends seemingly early may be no less complete than one that stretches into old age. Completion is not measured in years, but in integration. Large-scale upheavals and large amount of deaths are not cosmic punishment. They are mass releases of energy, exit opportunities from oppressive vibrational contracts. From within the 3D linear shadow ego perception, such events may appear as tragic. But seen from above, they may represent liberation. Your earthquakes are emotional. Your tidal waves are identity collapses. Your wars are spiritual hungers long denied. You are not being asked to surrender the body. You're being asked to surrender a state of being that has bound you for lifetimes. That can feel like annihilation. But remember, dear soul, you not only agreed to this, you created it. At some very deep level, you petitioned for the dismantling of your most entrenched patterns. You asked for freedom. You asked to taste what lies beyond the walls of self-defeating identity. You asked for liberation, and the seemingly upheaval within you is the answer to that prayer. Prophecy of the end times, then, is not a threat. It is a mirror, a key, a permission slip. When ancient seers spoke of endings, they perceived energetic trajectories, probabilities based on their consciousness in their lifetime. But collective will evolves. Free will alters outcomes. What once appeared inevitable may dissolve as awareness expands. Reality is not carved in stone. It is a river reflecting consciousness of the face that peers into it. Even those observing from subtler realms, the guides, the watchers, the guardian angels, perceive according to their own alignment. They see patterns unfolding in certain vibrational bands or dimensions. What they may not perceive is how individual consciousness can shift out of one band into another, thereby altering the field of experience entirely. You are not bound to fulfill another's vision. Fear-based prophecy offers you a choice: align with its density or step beyond it. The worst case scenario is a warning and an invitation for participation or transcendence. The leap of faith required now is not blind optimism. It is the willingness to release attachment to past rules. Only the ego clings to precedent. But if the vibrational foundation has shifted, precedent no longer governs outcome. When overwhelmed by seemingly dire circumstances, there often comes a breaking point, a moment of exhaustion. You call an inner timeout. You step away from the cyclone of speculation. And there, beneath the noise, stillness remains. It was never gone. You merely wandered away from it. You tested every storyline. You explored chaos and fear and anticipation and hope. And when the narratives collapsed under their own weight, you found that quiet center again. The so-called end of the world is not the obliteration of your world. It is the ending of identification within a limited illusion of it. What is ending is the necessity to experience reality through density, karmic compulsion, and fear-based control. What is emerging is mutual participation through choice, presence, and divinity. The script is being rewritten in real time, not by an external deity, not by distant observers, not by an ancient book, but by you, through the frequency you embody. And when all predictions fail, when all fear exhausts itself, when every imagined outcome dissolves, you return to the only constant, the stillness within. It was there all along, and from there, a new, peaceful world quietly begins. Chapter 44, Viewing Your Life Through the Eyes of Oneness. The issues on which you choose to focus your attention illustrate the level of your own transformation. What you focus on reveals where you stand. And if something within these words has stirred you, that stirring itself is the invitation not to go out and do and acquire more knowledge, but to be still. As long as the conditioned ego mind runs the show, defending positions, rehearsing grievances, proving itself right or proving itself the victim, the true reality remains obscured. The divine does not shout over mental noise. It whispers beneath. There comes a moment when you can no longer tolerate your own patterns. All arguments collapse on themselves. All outcomes are so predictable. Any victory is hollow. You stop in mid-reaction one day, and in that stopping, something profound opens. This is the threshold. Until you have nothing left to gain from being right, you will continue creating scenarios to test that reaction. Theory of oneness is not enough. Inner standing must be experienced. Your detachment from needing to win or defend is the doorway to ascension. Through it, you encounter oneness. Not withdrawal, not indifference, stillness. Life continues, conversations unfold, roles are played out, but now you know the stage You see the actors, the costumes, the choreography. You recognize that others are delivering their lines that you scripted. And instead of resisting the dance, you participate graciously. Participation without entanglement or investment in the outcome changes everything. You begin to attract companions who seem to resonate with this new vibrational inner standing. They may have always been present, but you simply could not perceive them while immersed in your survival patterns. Harmony attracts harmony. You are accountable to your sacred self above all. Consequences still exist, but now they are chosen consciously, not stumbled into unconsciously. When life begins to work with you rather than against you, it is never at another's expense. Alignment benefits the whole. Honoring your truth and authenticity catalyzes transformation in others, whether immediately visible or not. Compassion and empathy deepen naturally. You stand in another's shoes and see through their eyes naturally. The adversarial roles that once defined interactions dissolve. When there is no perceived separation, there can be no battlefield. Conflict itself loses its footing, stumbles, falls to the blood-soaked soil, dies, and disintegrates. By reaching this precipice, you have already began to dismantle your former identity. You have survived the collapse of who you thought you were. The annihilation felt real, and it was ego death, soul rebirth. And here you stand, newborn, breath steady, awareness intact, but everything is different. You have remembered. You carry lucid awareness of the journey that brought you here. You are not starting over, you are continuing forward. From this pivot point, the emphasis shifts. No longer is life structured around clearing old residue. Instead, it becomes the embodiment of knowingness, the lived affirmation of interconnectedness in each now moment. You begin writing a new chapter, not to compensate for the past, but to express what you now inner stand. The relationships you choose reflect this clarity. The experiences you co-create reinforce unity. Ascension, then, is not escape. It is integration at a higher octave. Through the eyes of oneness, your journey has always been perfect, every single step. And now you stand here, aware of it all, breathing, still, home, united, one.